All right. Try this again. I don't know what that was. I think because I tried to use an old one. Wouldn't let me reuse it. So I set up a new one. If you guys find me. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's try this again. I don't hear the noise this time. It was reverberating last time. And then when I tried to pull the headset, I knocked it off, and I knew that was going to happen because it happens every time I do it. So we can tell it. We could try this again. I just got out of the hospital just shortly. I sat there 2 hours waiting for the wheelchair guy to come and get me. My ride was sitting in the parking lot waiting for me, and they made us sit there forever. Like, I was so mad, and I kept going up there. I said, "What is going on?" Okay, so, all right, there's that. Let me make sure that's not okay. Okay, so I guess I'm okay. My feet were so swollen, they were like baseballs, and I couldn't put shoes on. I had an infection in my one leg because the skin was about to burst. It was so full of fluid. It just about burst. Just about burst open, and there were a couple blisters from it. So I got an infection. So my feet look like normal again, but is the thing is it'll probably never ever be over because for one thing I can't have salts and everything. So you can pretty much imagine the diet they gave me in the hospital. There was hardly anything on there I could eat. It was pretty much blah. Blah is the word for it. Food I hated. It was awful. And foods I don't normally eat. So I thought I'd try to go on for a little while before I go to sleep. What is wrong? Oh, I know. Now I'm right. All right, back on the restream. Yeah, I'm glad to be home. Definitely. Because it was awful. Not only the fancy rooms are all fancy. They built a whole new section in the hospital, and the technology was tremendous in that room. I couldn't believe it, and it was one humongous room for one person. Like wow, you've ever been in a hospital and seen two beds squished in a teeny tiny room? One huge room and one little bed in it, and it was all mine. I don't know what's with the computer. It's got issues. I don't know. And I don't know how to fix them, unfortunately. They're a pain in the butt, that's for sure. But that was Restream, that wasn't my computer. When they said, see about if your headsets are connected, I knew as soon as I tried to do that, I was going to knock myself off, which I did. Knock myself off. For some reason, I cannot touch that headset without it just knocking the computer off. But I was trying to use the old one, and I think that was part of the problem. It didn't like the fact that I was using the old one. Hi, Harley. I was in the hospital for the last few days. I just got out. And, like I was telling her, my feet were swollen to the size of baseballs. I couldn't put on shoes. My skin was so swollen with fluid that it split open. And I had an infection. It was a mess. So they think they've got most of the fluid out of there for now, but this is not the first time this has happened to me. And it probably won't be the last time. And one of the biggest problems is I can't have salt and I can't have a lot of liquid. Like they let me have 4 ounces of liquid with each meal. That's all I got all day. 12 ounces of liquid. That was it. That was my restriction. Because the liquid wasn't coming, wasn't gumming away. It was supposed to drain. Excuse me. It was supposed to drain with the water pills, and they put me on IV water pill, the IV version, and that's supposed to be stronger. And I said, look, this isn't working. Why am I not peeing all this liquid out like you told me I would? Something's wrong. Liquid's not coming out. So I argued with the doctors for a bit, but today they look like normal feet again. Got my shoes on and they don't really hurt, so that's what's up. I don't know how long I'll be here. I don't know what happened. I started getting a cough in the hospital. Like the second day of being in there, I started coughing, and I told her that I was coughing. So yes, my voice is very rough right now from the cough, and I can't clear my throat. And that's, part of the problem, probably. I don't know. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into another case of bronchitis. I don't need that either. Had enough issues. So I thought I'd come on for a little while. And then everybody came on, and then unfortunately, I got kicked off. So unless they see me back on again, I don't know if they'll be back. It was funny. On Wednesday, Charlie sent me the invitation to go on a stream, and I clicked on it, which was hard on my phone. You can do it on your phone. It's like I told you, you can do it. And I finally got it, figured it out, and got it clicked on to his stream. And he's looking at me. Both of them stopped talking, and they look at me because I'm there. I had my mask on. I'm sitting there in a hospital bed, obviously. I had my mask on, and they're like, "Whoa, what happened?" I said, well, I won't be there today, unfortunately. I am in the hospital. But I wanted to let you know. So, yeah, it's been a rough few days. A lot of pain for my regular pain, and the hospital bed doesn't help. And then I've got this cold thing coming on. I can't clear my throat. I don't know if I want to do anything or not, but I wanted to come on in case anybody was around, just to let everybody know I am back. Tomorrow is my regular stream, and unless something awful happens, I plan to be there. That's my plans. There's so many restrictions on me now, it is funny. I don't think I'm allowed to have cough medicine either. So many things I can't have. I don't know. 6 to 1 a.m. And stop by and say hi for about 5 minutes, right? They're not 24 hours, are they? At least they're not. I don't think they are around here, anyhow. But it is the weekend, so maybe they're open later. This is harder than I thought it would be. My neck hurts. My back hurts. I'm supposed to be in bed. I'm not supposed to be on here. You close at 2 a.m. All right. I didn't think it was 24 hours, but then some places are different. Yeah, so I was supposed to be in bed. I think my family would freak out if they knew what I was doing right now. I had an idea that I was going to work on my story, but I'm not feeling so great. Waiting for the pain pill to kick in, and I had to put my insulin pump back on. I had to put my continuous glucose monitor back on, and both of those, of course, there's something sticking in me. You don't usually feel it, but today, for some reason, they both hurt. I don't know why. Then I want to drink something because I'm thirsty, but I remember him saying, "Don't." He did give me. They left. I was only allowed 12 ounces in the hospital. He said I can have up to 50 ounces, but he says you have to count everything that's liquid. So soups, ice cream is liquid. I said, no, they're not. They're solid. He says, no. I knew the soup had broth, but he goes, no, ice cream in its original state is liquid. It counts as liquid. You can't have it. I'm like, can't have anything. Everything, I mean, almost everything I like to eat is on the no salt menu. So I don't know. I don't know. I missed being on. I missed everybody. Because I missed Wednesday night, and then with Charlie, and then Thursday night mine, and then tonight with Charlie. And really doubt I'm going to be able to stay on too late tonight. Most likely not. Can't have ice cream either right now, so we can be sad about that together. Uh, I love ice cream, and I usually eat way too much. Way too much. I don't know the portion size where you just put a little portion in a bowl. No, I have a big bowl. I have nothing to drink here. I mean, it's getting up and walking again to get something to drink. Uh, yeah. a lot of Instagram messages, of course. Sitting here, all these people sending me well wishes. People are so kind. I've met so many nice people on the internet. Why doesn't it come on? Why aren't you opening? It's not letting me open anything up. And I don't know why. Oh, maybe because this is still open. And it's well wishes are still coming in. I'm not answering all these. I can't possibly. It's nice to see everybody. Most of these, a lot of these people, I don't even know them. It shows you how much people care. That you're on camera, I have to at least look like I'm working. I really hope you're feeling better. The swelling sounds like it was really painful. It was painful. They kept squeezing it. I'm screaming. I like, stop it. I said, that hurts. I'm like, sorry. And then they push another area, and I'd be end up screaming again. I was like, gee. Yeah, I do that too. I eat it straight out of the tub. But with my stuff, eating ice cream hurts very much. Well, you see what eating ice cream did to me. Just one of many things that I've been eating way too much of and it shouldn't, and caused a creative mass. Though with the water pills, it should have had me peeing like a racehorse. So it really should not been that bad. But this is not the first time. And they were going to send me home. I said no. I said you figure out what's wrong because this isn't right. Shouldn't be like this, and it should be going down with all the IV and pills, water pills I've been taking, and the IV water, you know, medicine. I should be getting rid of this water, and it's not going anywhere. I don't even have to pee. Something's wrong. But there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with your kidneys, so it's not that. I think it's all the salt you eat. Well, I guess we got a problem because I don't cook, and everything I eat has salt in it because it's prepared. Prepared food is one of the worst things with And soup has a lot of salt in it, and everything else I eat has salt in it. And I wanted to have pasta with meat sauce. They said no, you can't. Tomatoes are terrible in salt. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't have tomatoes. That means, spaghetti or pasta of any kind. No meatballs, sandwiches. No, no chili because there's tomatoes in it. I mean, I'm like, all the things that have tomatoes in it. And I like tomatoes. No tomatoes. Then I said, how about potatoes? No, no potatoes. It's like, Jesus Christ, what can I eat? No, it wasn't dehydration. I was totally full of liquid, but there was liquid. Well, yeah, the liquid shouldn't have been where it was, and it wasn't coming out. And he says, "Oh, we'll just give you an IV, and that works faster than the." Because he's up my water pills the beginning of the week. He said it should take 5 days and you'll be fine. If not, call us back and we'll do it in the hospital with an IV and you'll be out in no time. No, it didn't work. They were giving me all these IVs on top of all the pills I took, and the liquid's still not coming out, and I'm still not peeing. I said, something's wrong. Last time my kidney shut down like this, I went into, um, the hell do you call it? Overdose, because when your kidneys don't flush out the opioids, you become, you know, you go into overdose. So I was in an overdose. Thank God it didn't go as far as it could have gone. Thankfully, I woke up and hit the emergency bell before I passed out because they rushed me to the hospital. So I know my kidneys have stopped before, and they're insisting that there's nothing wrong with my kidneys, even though I'm not hardly peeing at all. And then, of course, they wouldn't. Now I feel dry and dehydrated, so I probably am because they didn't let me have anything but 4 ounces. You know what's 4 ounces of liquid? That's all I was allowed to have with each meal. So that's 3 meals of 4 ounces. And I'm feeling better now, but the swelling was really painful. Couldn't put my shoes on. Arrived at the hospital, I was going barefoot. My aide says you can't go barefoot. Try to put the slippers on at least so you have something on the bottom of your feet. Jesus. So I can't put shoes on. She said, try to put these slippers on. So she shoved them on my feet. I'm like, that does not feel great. She says, just wear them for now. I'm like, gee. So she dropped me off at the hospital and left me there. And then, of course, getting a ride home was fun and dandy. It always is fun and dandy. And they made me sit there for 2 hours after my bride was there waiting for a wheelchair. I said, I could walk down there. No, you're not allowed. My grandson says, I can get a wheelchair and come up and get her. No, you're not allowed. Really. Not allowed to do anything. I know they got all these crazy rules. That's crazy. Most of my diet is liquid because I can barely chew. I think I might literally die if I couldn't have any liquid. Well, I'm that's what makes me mad is I don't drink a lot of fluid in the long run. I'm dehydrated a lot of times because I don't get enough fluid. So why do I suddenly have an issue this bad? And that it's getting worse and not getting better. Like the doctor's like, he didn't know what to say. He didn't know what to do. And then of course he blames it on me. It's all my fault. I know I'm gonna have to get a drink soon because my mouth is so dry. That'll probably put me over my 50 ounces I'm allowed per day. Like I, and that's counting everything that has liquid in it. Any kind of food that has liquid in it that's considered liquid, like ice cream, all that stuff. You can't have all that because it's liquid. It counts as liquid, and it's too much salt. So between the too much salt and the too much liquid, and of course every food I like has salt in it. I gotta get something to drink. My mouth is so dry I can't stand it. I'll be right back. So, gibberish, sorry, she can't relate. Um, Harley says, yeah, after my diet changed back to a lot of packaged food, I realized that everything was way too salty and gained 4 pounds in a week. And it does things like what happens to me when it happens to me, unfortunately, after a while. If you overdo the salt really, really bad, can, can be really bad if you're, especially if you're prone to it. And I'm definitely prone to it. So, yeah, that was a problem. Gibber says, I'm sorry, I'm quiet. I can't relate to none of this. Usually, I mainly drink water and protein shakes. The only thing I relate to is ice cream. Literally have that for breakfast at least 3 times a week. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because as he keeps telling me, I'm killing myself. And as long as I keep doing it, I'm going to end up eventually killing myself. He says, you got to learn to do other things. You got to eat other things. You got to cook. I hate to cook. I'm very picky in my food. I like to eat a lot of junk. And all that stuff is no-nos. All of it. The only thing I was allowed to have was grapes, strawberries, and blueberries. We can only eat so many before you get sick and tired of them. And I hate the prepackaged foods I'm getting too. And they're high in salt. So I just talked to my case manager and she says, well, there's another company we can use and they use less salt. And she said, I've been told they taste better. I said, well, give it a try because, one, I hate the food I'm getting, and two, it's not good for me and I'm not supposed to have it. So I can cook enough. I can cook enough. I'm not a fancy cooker. I cooked for my family. I put meals on the table. But my husband was super picky too, and he ate very little. So there wasn't a lot of difference in what I made the same things over and over again. Unless I wanted something myself, and then one of the kids, I would make it, separate from the rest of the meal. But I can cook something. But right now, physically, I can't stand at a stove and cook. My back is too bad. I can't stand there. I can't remember I'm cooking and walk away and completely do something else. I set the fire alarm off in here the other day and I was terrified. I'm like, oh my God. I let the pan of water boil out. I got distracted. Luckily, nobody came pounding on my door, so either they didn't hear it, didn't know it was me, or whatever. But I expected everybody to be yelling at me. And I'm sitting there waving a towel trying to get it to stop and shut up because it's loud. Hardy says I had to forcefully put some sweets back into my diet because eating only home cooked food, I stayed a solid 20 pounds overweight. Yet you could eat the sweets and what, lose weight? That's cool. My aide cooks me breakfast. Lunch, she heats one of those stupid meals up I'm not supposed to have. Dinner is on me. And then my daughter's like, well, just make a big pot of pasta and you can eat it for several days, which is true. However, I just found out that I cannot because I'm not allowed to have not allowed to tomatoes, not allowed ketchup, not allowed barbecue sauce. But she says, well, get a bigger crock pot, buy more chicken breasts, and you use barbecue sauce to cook them in. I can't have barbecue sauce. So what am I supposed to do there? It's like I'm not a cook. I'm not a fancy cook. I cook very simple stuff. So I don't know how it's going to end up turning out, really. And it's like, I thought, well, I'll just drink more of those diet drinks. And I thought, oh, wait a minute. They're liquid. They're not allowed. Yeah, the carbs and stuff. Well, that's the other problem. My diet in the hospital was low sugar, low salt, practically no salt if you ask me. Um, Restricted fluid, low fat, and heart healthy. Let me tell you, there are a couple items on each section for breakfast, for lunch, and dinner, and that was all. Nothing else. Couldn't have that stuff. I have a feeling, I'm not sure, protein bars probably have sugar. I mean, well, I know they have sugar in them, the, but they might have salt in them too. But I'm going to have to try and sit down and figure out something. I wasn't allowed to have too many meats. The meats that are on there are meats I don't care to eat. I really don't care to eat those meats. I'm not going to cook them. I like fish. I love fish, but I hate veggies. Most of them. There's only a few veggies I'll eat. Well, that liquid feels good. I mean, my insulin levels are all over the place because of the carbs in the food I eat. But when they cut all that stuff out and they hand you this menu and you look at it and there's a couple items on there and that's all you're allowed to have, it's like, really? You're kidding me, right? You don't really mean this. It's a joke. It was no joke. So I gotta see. As far as low fat goes, I don't care about the low fat part or the healthy diet part. That's where a lot of the super restrictions came in. I'm not as worried about them. I'll consider watching sugar, and the salt is my biggest enemy. So I'm gonna have to train myself on what foods I can or cannot have. But it's going to be hard because a lot of that stuff's more expensive than the way I was eating. And if I can't eat the meals that are provided to me free, that's a loss right there because I have to provide that meal myself somehow of whatever I'm going to eat. And I have to cook it and I have to eat it. So, okay. Thank you, Harley. Maybe there's something there I can use. I have to, it's like a whole new lifestyle. And I've been fighting them. And, this is what happens when you fight, unfortunately. um, Next Saturday, we're having a special birthday sprints and chat and everything for Jen Mooney. Jenna Writes Romance on here. You know her as. We're having a special birthday. She'll be on screen with me, so it'll be the two of us up there. So that's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Hopefully, we'll get some people to join, so it's not just her and me up there. Hopefully, somebody joins us. but that's Saturday the 18th, and we're starting at 9 o'clock. So whenever. It's a weekend. Who cares? Do you have my Insta or do you need it? Because I cannot remember everybody I'm subscribed to. To tell you the honest to God truth. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's just Tessa Wrights full time. If you need it, I can't remember everybody, but unfortunately, uh, yeah, yeah. Please go ahead and send whatever you have. I can see if there's some things that I can manage to either change if I have to, or see if I can. You know, I keep getting told that I need to just tolerate it and stop being such a biatch about it. I don't know about other people, but I have a hard time eating food that I don't like. I'm very, very, very picky. Uh, and the bad thing is because for me, I don't live. I don't. See. I don't eat to live. I live to eat because I love eating, and it's my emotional, you know, support and stuff like that. So it's hard. It's not like I'm just someone who, oh, I eat to live. It's no big deal. I just, I'm not like that, unfortunately. But send me what you have, and I'll see what I can do with them. 'Cause I don't really have recipes and stuff because I stopped cooking. Once I got divorced, I said, nope, not cooking no more. I texted Jen. I mean, Insta Jen. I guess she didn't say it. She didn't answer me. Did you guys want a sprint or anything? I know. Miss Gibberish just reads. I don't know if you guys want to sprint. Probably won't be too many because I am getting tired, but you could always do a couple. Oh, you're currently sprinting. There's 27 on your bars. Oh, cool. No, you're sprinting as we're talking. I gotcha. Well, maybe I'll set a timer. Maybe I can work on my story for a little bit. Depends on watching the YouTube video. No surprise there, gibberish. No surprise there. I'll go ahead and we'll do one at least. See how I feel. I'm getting tired because you don't sleep well in the hospital. If you've ever been in one, you know that. Alright, timer. Man, my lips are dry. Oof. I'm not careful. I'll be right back where I was. Alright, I'll see you in about 24 minutes. Well, that did not work for me. I could not keep my eyes open, spell a word to save my life. So I want to just give in and go to bed like I need to quit screwing around. I plan to be here tomorrow at my normal 9 o'clock Saturday. Pretty sure tomorrow's Saturday. Hard keeping track in the hospital. I think today's Friday. So hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. But I can't keep this up. I can't stay awake. And I'm not getting anything done but a bunch of garbage. It's just ridiculous. Waste of time. And maybe the pills taking effect on my back won't kill me as much as it is right now. Please. Please, dear God, give me a break. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And thanks for stopping by and asking about me. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Excuse me. Good night now.